Hi everybody, welcome back to our farmyard series. We are going to be making our fence today. It's the 5th out of the 6 videos that you can watch to make all the cute little things in the picture here. But let's get started with our fence. You start out with brown, roll it out nice and thin, not too thin. You still want it to have some support. And I used a square cutter and made 3 squares. And now all I'm doing is making slices. They don't have to be exactly the same because fences are rough. This is going to be a split rail fence. And if it's a little bit awkward, then it's a little more cute that way. I get about 5 slices out of each one. And once you get your slices done, move your pieces out of the way. I am counting here for some reason. It's still in the video. I don't know why. It should have been edited out, but now you get to see me figuring out some math while we're doing this. So we're learning math and how to make gum paste decorations. So we're still cutting out these lines, and I made a bunch of fences, so I needed a bunch of my little rectangles. But the action is going to start real soon, I promise. So just hang on. All right. You're going to use 4 of those rectangles per fence post. When you're making gum paste decorations and letting them harden, once they're hard, they can't be bent. So that's why I'm doing the fences in separate little sections instead of one long string, because they're going to go around a round cake. And in order to make a long piece go around a cake, you'd have to bend it, which would break the gum paste. So I'm not going to let that happen. All you do is have 2 of your rectangles going up and down, and then you're going to have 2 for your horizontals. A little bit of water to hold it in place is all you need to do. And make sure when you place it, you have your horizontals stick out a little bit past the ends of the vertical support beams. It just makes it look a little bit better, a little more rustic kind of. If you want to get super fancy, which I did not here, you could take your knife or your X-Acto blade and cut little slits into the ends of the horizontals to make it look like the wood is weathered a bit and kind of split apart. And that just gives a little more interest when you're all done. But I'm keeping mine pretty simple. And this is really easy. Anybody could do this, no problems. So there you go, just making my fence. Put a little bit of water on the cross beams, have them stick out. If they're a little crooked, the horizontals, that's fine too, because it's supposed to be cute and rustic kind of. Once you have them done, you got to let them sit for a little bit before you go using the food coloring marker that I'm using here. It's a brown, and you have to let it sit so it hardens a little bit. Otherwise, when you do the horizontals like I am here, you're going to end up pressing down too much, and it might make it bow a little bit. And all I'm doing literally is just kind of scribbling lines on it to make it look like the wood has some natural lines and grooves in it. I put a couple little circles, little loops to make knot holes, and that's it for the wood. To make nails, I use the black food coloring marker and make 2 dots on each post, in each spot where it would connect to the post. Make sure you have it in line with the verticals, otherwise it's going to look silly if your nails are floating in space. Thank you very much for watching. We have all the other videos in the series here that you can see. If there's something that you'd like to see made, please comment below. And thank you very much.